We're just regular citizens, brother.
So by our policy, you're not allowed to videotape on state property.
But that's your policy. That's not the law, correct?
So if you guys do not leave, I have to camera.
I'm just recording.
You come in with a camera. I don't know.
You acting like I got a gun or something. You could be a terrorist. I don't know.
With everything, you got anything on you? With
Yeah,
everything
see, I
that's
don't
going
give you
on
permission to
in the club
test me either now.
With everything going on.
How's it going?
Good, how are you? What do you want?
Man, no.
Still be standing in front of her.
That's okay, my friend. That's okay, my friend.
That's okay?
It's okay. So I am going to ask.
There we go.
Maybe when the officer comes back out, we'll have him explain to you guys about the Bain Act.
I don't care. I'm not. I don't.
You don't care that it's a $25,000 fine?
You have the right to film in public, but do government employees respect that? Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we'll revisit a series of dramatic encounters where brave citizens walk into government buildings, camera in hand, asserting their right to record. Police show up, internal policies are cited, and the outcomes, sometimes it's freedom, sometimes a filming ban, or even being kicked out of public areas. Don't look away, because here's the truth. Your rights can be challenged at any moment. We all know that state prisons, like other government facilities, have public areas, and we absolutely have the right to record there. But that right is constantly being challenged by internal policies and government employees who don't know the law. This situation will show you the tense moments between auditors and the staff at a Massachusetts prison, where citizens stand up for the First Amendment, while some government workers seem to forget that the law still exists.
No taking pictures here.
Why not?
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
Why not?
It's state property. You're not supposed to be on the state property taking pictures.
But, wait.
We do this in public property. We can't go to private property.
You can't go on government property and take pictures.
Okay, perfect. Thank
We're
you.
just regular citizens,
Okay,
brother.
So by our policy, you're not allowed to videotape on state property.
But that's your policy.
I have to call the police.
And they'll come here and they'll just say we're okay to record.
By our DOC policy, you're not allowed to
I understand.
videotape.
I understand you may have.
No, you guys can go across the street, videotape if you want.
I understand that.
We've had news crews that we've had to remove too. It's not just you guys.
And signs too saying that this was restricted or anything. So as far as I'm aware and the police are aware, this will be fine for us to stay. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Because I understand that you guys may have a. I understand you guys may have.
videotaping.
Do you? I understand that you guys may have that policy to call the police because of a policy that may needs to be fixed in the future. But if people like us, sir, and you know, and ask questions and actually challenge these policies.
Tell you guys you have to leave the property.
Well,
You cannot videotape on it.
No worries. And could you just?
Yep.
It'd be a hard time or nothing, but
Yep.
we would like to discuss the matter as well with the police. That's all.
And that's fine.
That's
but
all.
like I said, I just have to come out and advise you that there's no videotaping.
Of course.
Okay.
okay. Thank you.
So there you have it. They're super confident saying that filming on state property isn't allowed, regardless of whether it's a public area or not. And here's another thing. They keep throwing around the word policy. But come on, policy versus the Constitution. I bet you know which one holds more weight, right? Anyway, they called the cops. Let's wait for them to arrive and see what they have to say.
Public. How's it going, officer?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
I'm Officer Michael Milano.
We're coming over here. We're trying to do a First Amendment audit. Obviously, I don't know if you are familiar with those.
Yep.
But we're nice guys. Here to harass anybody or call anybody names or anything. We understand a lot of people that do these videos are looking for a confrontation.
Yep.
Just here specifically for the reason that we want to see if they respect our right to video record in a public area. The captain over here is a very nice guy.
Okay.
We have no personal issues right here. He's just trying to do his job, and I'm trying to do my job.
Okay.
Because they have a policy in place that says that we can't film. But you took an oath to protect my right to do this in a public place. So they should, the people that are willing to go in there and or whatever it is that they need to do when they go to a restricted area, people want to go in there, they have to follow the policy. But as far as this area right here and even the main lobby, sir, we have the right to those records, and we have the right to film as well. And obviously, as long as we don't interfere with the business that is going on here, which we would never, because we respect time. But it's just a matter of really seeing it with our own eyes by our own investigations as citizens. This country says that we truly have them, and then we won't know unless we actually go out and find out on our own, you know?
So we just got dispatched here. I don't have too much information what they've asked you. Do you mind if I speak to one of them?
Oh,
just to see
sure. How's it going? Can I have your name and badge number, please?
Yep, I'm Officer Catalano with the Norfolk Police. My badge number is 410.
That the officer Milano, I believe it is, you know, even though that they have a policy in place that says that there's no filming, that the press to go in there and request a public records.
Were you just in that like lobby entrance area?
We never went in.
No, we waited until the police showed up. Like, they were saying this is state property, we're not allowed to film on the property, but to us that doesn't make sense because state property means that's our property. So
we can't go into people's private property, and you can't film on state property.
Yeah. Well, you seem cooperative already, so I appreciate that.
And we're well aware, like, obviously if there was a sign that said restricted, we know not to go beyond that point. Stay within the accessible public areas.
Yep.
Correct.
So,
the thing is,
I haven't even been into that lobby. We don't respond to calls here. They don't want police officers in there, medicals, you know, fire goes in there. So I'm not really familiar with what signage is in there. You're absolutely right. You can go in and film if you want. The point where, like, if you're causing a disturbance, then you can be removed from a public place. I mean,
awesome.
We know that.
Well,
we know that law. If you're being disorderly, like if
we would never interfere with the business here, you know.
We wouldn't block the end of the law.
But we're first reactions people. We want to see the reaction, because a lot of people think that just, I don't know, because with a $10,000 camera or a pound of makeup and a suit, then we don't get the respect that, you know.
I'm looking around. I don't see sign. I'd have to check up front what's out there.
And let me tell you, brother, I've been around the entire country.
Not been trespassed, and to be trespassed, we would have to actually leave and come back to be arrested for it. So we haven't been trespassed yet.
So do you guys want to identify?
But you say,
we would prefer not to.
We prefer not to, but I respectfully, sir, I would like to tell you that, you know, our videos are pretty popular. We'll tag you guys. Oh, okay. all other than the fact, you guys, are you Walpole Police?
No, we're Norfolk.
No. I thought this was Walpole. But we've heard great things about Walpole PD. So, yes.
Yeah.
Very good. So, as of now, we're good.
Sure. I'm gonna go talk to my officer. See what's
all right.
Yep, thanks.
Now that's rare. A police officer actually admitting that citizens have the right to record in public. I mean, public photography should be a basic right, but from what I've seen, I just don't get why it's so hard for cops and government employees to accept that. Still, this young officer went inside to talk to the prison staff. Let's see if he sticks to his oath to uphold the Constitution, or ends up becoming just another tyrant like the rest.
Yeah.
So what's the...
You're obviously allowed to film wherever you want to film.
In the publicly accessible
So,
areas.
don't want you guys filming anymore. There's security reasons that they have set in place. They have policies, like you said, that they don't want people in there filming. They don't want you guys walking over here around the property. So the compromise that I would say is best for everybody involved. Not here, or if you want to walk out to the front, get some more footage on your story that you're working on.
Well, let me ask you something respectfully.
Yeah.
Or are they demanding?
So
because
they, at this point, they're demanding you to do is they're going to try to trespass you from in here if you don't leave.
But you guys know that they can't do that, right? It's like we have the right to go in there and request public records, like you said earlier, and we're not here to bother anybody. We're allowed to go into, as long as obviously we're not disrespecting the business. So they are trying to interfere with our job when we're not doing that to them.
On us, this should be on them. They should have everything tidied up, ready to go, safe, put away, anything that's an issue. But if anything is like that in the open, that's not on us, you know what I mean? We can't trespass where I'm now.
So it's very clear that they're coming kind of like back and forth at this point. And we know. So can I offer you some help? Bring it out to you here.
Well, can I just say one thing?
that would, hold on.
Do they really not like us that much that we just can't?
It's not about liking.
No, it's not that. It's not that. Give me a second, please. Let me tell the officer. You can bring us the paperwork. Sure. But the thing is the principle of the fact that you can't. You're a law enforcer. That policy is going against our freedom. So even if they are employees and they're wannabe cops,
they say, hey, we don't want them in here.
Because they have the police energy behind the doors. At the Cumberland Farms or at the gas station, they don't have the same energy, sir. Trust me. We don't want problems. We just want to know if they respect our rights. We want to walk in there, ask for a form, and be able to leave. But is that other people, future people that visit this place, are not getting kicked out to enforce an unconstitutional policy. The policy is not law.
Just because I want to stand here and
let's just go in there and get this form and be out.
do it.
Let's do it.
So, all right, let's go.
The best.
I'll continue the conversation with you after.
Thank you.
I don't want to tie up our officers out here doing this.
Of course.
And we do have places to be.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Can we get a public records request form, Captain?
So these gentlemen are looking for some paperwork. If they want to do public paperwork, they'll be done with their business here. So.
Okay, let me just make a phone call.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being understanding.
Public records request form. Correct?
Yep. Yes, please.
Bless you. Hey, they said they're just request form, they'll leave.
It's like that is so funny.
All right, gentlemen. I hope everything goes well for you.
Thank you.
Business.
Thank you.
We're gonna go free up. Great. All
Thank
right,
you.
let's call the
You guys are great. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Have a great day.
Hey. What? I guess you guys were wrong.
All right. And this citizen stayed behind to finish a FOIA request and grab a few more shots before heading out. In the end, they stood their ground and walked away as someone who knows the law, not a criminal. If you think situations like this only happen somewhere far away, think again. Every citizen has rights, but those rights only exist if you know how to defend them. Learn the law, stand up, and most importantly, never turn off your camera in public just because someone throws around the word policy. A citizen walks into City Hall just to film in public and ask for a public records form. Something that should be simple, but it quickly turns into a tense standoff with police. They demand ID, threaten arrest, even call him a terrorist, even though the guy is doing exactly what the law allows. What's going on with the people we pay to serve us? Let's find out.
I don't see any signs. What was your name? Bessemer Police Department? And what's your badge number? 332. 332. And you saying this is not publicly accessible? I don't need an appointment. I just want to take a little look around.
No,
to the
sir.
public.
No, sir.
And why is that? May I ask why?
You know that, don't you?
I'm aware.
Oh, okay.
Can I ask you why it's not accessible to the public?
Because it's not accessible to the public, but you are free to make an appointment to see when it's approved, then you can do so. But no, you cannot do that.
Okay, interesting. I want to check about that. Check on that and see if that's how that goes. No, what?
It's not open to the public.
This building is not open to the
If
public.
you have an appointment, you are free to record and walk around, but you are not at this time.
Who makes the authorization that I can't
It will
come?
probably be someone in the mayor's office, but it will not be me.
Permission to walk around or publicly?
Correct. You cannot walk around this building. That's exactly what I'm saying. Yes.
So you get that authority to just?
I'm having it right now, so no, you cannot walk around this building.
That's interesting. And do you work here?
Record me. Do not record.
Do you work here?
Do not record me.
Do you work here,
That's
ma'am?
not your business.
Why are you so unprofessional, man? Being rude. Why are you being rude?
You the devil.
I'm the devil? Because I'm taking video? But y'all are rude around here. Sheesh. Building that we pay for? And we pay you all salaries?
Sir, you won't be able to record in City Hall.
Why is that,
You
sir?
can step outside, but you won't be
Can I
able to
get your
record in
name?
the step.
Who are you?
Lieutenant Carmichael. Staying outside, inside the building.
Are you sure about
You're
this?
not able to record.
Don't touch me.
For leaving,
You might want to call
you recording.
You might want to
people-
call somebody that's higher than you.
You recording people.
Can I
that
get-
don't
can I
wanna
get
be
a
recorded.
supervisor?
You recording people who don't want. They give you
Is
consent
this-
to record them.
Is this not
Did
a
they
public,
give you consent to record them?
Is this not a public
Did
building?
we give you consent to record them?
I don't need
They're
consent.
citizens. They're not in law enforcement.
They work in a public building.
That doesn't matter.
It does
They're
matter.
not getting consent for you to record
It
them.
doesn't matter. I'm in public.
They're not giving you consent to
I'm in
record
a public lobby.
them. Officer, down here, please.
I'm in a public lobby. You should know this if you're a lieutenant.
Come on, let's step outside and talk about it.
Can I get your badge number? Your ID number? Could you get somebody higher than you? Because you got to understand, I'm in a public building.
You recording
and
people
I'm
who
recording
not supposed to
public.
record.
Public servants.
They're not public servants.
But don't matter.
I'm a public servant. They're not public servants.
Who are they?
They're hired. They're not public servants.
But hired by who?
You're wrong.
Hired by who?
I'm a public servant.
Who are they
They're
hired?
just people who working in.
Seriously, I've never heard such a dumb argument. Like, they're hired by the city, working and getting paid with public tax money, but they're not public employees. And honestly, it doesn't even matter whether they are or not. They're inside a public building, and in public places, anyone can be recorded without needing permission. Why, that's what the law says. And yet, someone like Lieutenant Carmichael, who's supposed to enforce the law, clearly has no clue. Tell me if you think this guy's even fit to be a peace officer, let alone a lieutenant.
Record the workers.
What law is that?
You can't record the workers.
Could
They
you
have
give
a
me a
right to
statute?
privacy. You cannot record them.
A right
They're
to
at
privacy
work.
in public?
They're not. This not public. They're not. This not public. This is a.
This is
facility.
not a public.
This is a
not
public facility. But
Okay.
they're at work. Record them, and then you talk
I
about
do
putting
have-
it online.
I
You
didn't
talking
say
about
put it
putting
online. I said I might disseminate.
You say you're going to don't put it online. What are
Yeah.
you going to do with that? You just
I'm gonna
can't post those.
disseminate it to
You
where I
can't-
need to
no,
disseminate
you
it to.
can't.
Yeah, maybe.
They didn't give you authority to
Sir,
record
law-
them.
you're law enforcement, right?
But I'm telling you, you can record me. I'm law enforcement.
And is this not?
They're not law enforcement.
Okay.
You cannot
It
record
doesn't
them and
matter.
put them
It
online.
doesn't matter if they're law enforcement.
It
or not.
does.
If they're in a
It
public,
does.
if they're in a public space,
It does.
and I'm in a public lobby,
It
and
does.
whatever my eyes can see from public, I can record
does. Talk
because
about
there's no privacy in public. There's no expected
What's your
privacy
name,
in
sir?
public. I'm just gonna go just Jay.
Okay,
I'm not
Jay.
gonna give my private
You're recording.
information.
I don't know you. I need to see some ID.
ID.
You come in
I'm just
with a
rec-
camera.
I'm just recording.
You come in with a camera. I don't know.
You acting like I got a
You
gun
could
or
be a
something. on me.
terrorist. I
You
don't
could be
know.
a terrorist. I don't
With
know.
everything, you got anything on you?
No.
With everything
You've
going
been,
on in public,
been
you-
touching and feeling.
With all the mass shootings we got, I don't know.
Can
you.
I get some little bit of space? I got a mask on, but can you give me a little bit?
I'm giving you plenty of
Intimidation. You're
space.
trying to intimidate. Wow.
I'm not intimidating you.
Just
See,
take
you,
it-
see,
just
you
take
got
it.
any weapons on you.
What? Look at this guy touching me.
I don't
Now,
know. If
do
you
you
got
want a
weapons on you.
lawsuit?
Weapons on you.
Do you want a lawsuit against you?
I don't know if you got any weapons on you, Jay. What do you got on you?
Are you law enforcement? Or
You building up.
you may too.
I don't know you.
I don't know
I work
you.
for the city. I've been here 20
Okay,
years.
that don't mean anything. You might want to get crazy and come
I
to see the
don't know-
building
I
up
don't
too.
know-
You
I
know
don't
what
know.
I don't have or anything.
I don't
on
know
me.
that.
That's true.
You too. Exactly.
I don't know your
I got
mental, a bottle of water on me.
I don't
'Cause
know your
I've been
mental
walking
state.
around like you don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know your
And
mental
you a
state.
lieutenant?
You the one recording the workers about to
Lieutenant.
get sued. Finna put it
Lieutenant.
online.
They can try to sue me if they want. It's not going to go anywhere. 'Cause
You
You're supposed to know this, Lieutenant.
Okay, Jay.
You haven't been trained
They
on
at
that.
work, but they're not.
And
let me tell you,
and
Jay.
de-escalation.
Let me tell you.
Not in
record-
public.
You
Not
can
in
record
public.
me. You can record
Not
me.
in public.
No, they at work, Jay.
Not
That's
in
the
public.
difference.
This is
They
a
at
public.
jailway, Jay.
This is a public
They
lobby.
at work. They at work.
This is a public lobby.
It's a difference. They at work.
It's not a difference.
It is a difference.
What's the difference?
They
What's
at
the law?
work.
We're talking about differences. What's the law enforcement?
You recording people who at work, Jay.
Are you law enforcement?
It's different than me.
I understand that part. But
I'm
are
telling you that.
You're law enforcement.
I'm
right?
law enforcement.
Okay. So
I'm
what is
law
the
enforcement.
law on
You
that?
tell me since you so versed, Jay. No, you come in with the camera. You tell me, Jay.
That's all
you
I got.
tell me the
Exactly.
law for
And you
recording
acting like
people at
you
work.
acting like this for a camera. If they're in a public, if I'm in a public lobby,
Difference.
And they're behind
Difference.
me.
They at City Hall.
what's the difference?
Difference is, did you consult with them about
I don't have to
disseminating
consult.
with
This
them
is a public. This is public.
and
open for the
putting them
public.
online? No.
I wasn't really concerned about the employees unless I got a public records request for them.
Okay.
And I just want to document the building. It's a
No,
nice
we-
building,
we
and I
gonna
want to
let
get
you
some
have to let you do that,
some
Jay.
pictures. And
We ain't gonna be able to let you do that, Jay.
what law is that?
Huh?
What law are you enforcing?
You recording at this level, you're not ready to record, you record, but we don't need you going up to the second floor recording.
Are you telling me the truth? Or
I'm
are you
telling
just
you the
telling me
truth.
something?
The public doesn't go on the second floor. They conduct all their business here.
And
You
the
would get-
higher ups and
you would get a
and
meeting.
if I ask
You would
them-
get a meeting to go to the mayor. Then you would come down, check in with her, tell them you got a meeting. The mayor is not available.
Okay. That's interesting. So you
I'm not gonna let you go up there, Jay.
I'm
And
saying
I don't
it-
want to escalate it to that point. I'm telling you, it's not accessible to the public.
There's no signage.
Normally they request to see the mayor. They'll get escorted up there.
It says I can't go up there.
That's not accessible to the public.
Is that a public restroom up there?
That's not accessible to the public, Jay. You can call and get a meeting, and I will let you
Look,
up to the second floor.
I just wanted to get the architect. It's a nice architectural building.
Jay, I'm not letting you up on the second floor.
There.
Jay, I'm not allowing you on the second floor.
Well, what authority do you have for me not to go in
I'm
the
not
public
allowing
area?
you on the second floor.
Would you walk with me?
I'm
Would
not
that be
gonna
cool?
walk with you to the second floor, Jay.
Look, I'm not gonna go in any of the offices. I just want to go in
You
the.
said you want to do the camera, but I'm not letting you up on the second floor, Jay.
I just want to go
Why do you want to go to the second
just
floor?
to just to document the building. Let's see how it looks. See what type of offices are in the building.
No, Jay. That's not public access up there.
In restricted areas.
No, you cannot go to the second floor. That's not public, Jay. You in the public lobby. I'm letting you.
So none of this up here. Y'all see? You see what he's saying? None of this is publicly accessible. No signages nowhere. Any signs? Now you know, Lieutenant, you haven't given me one law that I've broken. You haven't recited no law. Or
I am allowing you to record. Accessible area. Second floor is not publicly accessed.
With this elevator?
Mayor's office. If you call and want to get an appointment, you can go to the second floor. That's for people who have appointments, Jay. Call and get an appointment, Jay, and you can go to the second floor.
Did I get your name and your badge number?
Selman 389.
All right.
All right, Jay.
I see.
Have a good day.
We're gonna have to do a little because you need some more training.
Jay, I've been here 30-some years. You do what you need to do.
30 years in the force, and this lieutenant still doesn't understand the law. The First Amendment protects the right to record, and there's no reasonable expectation of privacy in public. But as you can see, this lieutenant still tries to stop a citizen from exercising a lawful right. This moment proves that not everyone working under the law truly understands citizens' rights, even when those rights are basic and protected by the Constitution. So when you stand up for your rights, you're not just protecting yourself, you're helping keep society fair and transparent. Always remember, the right to film in public is yours, and no one has the power to take it away without cause. Earlier, you saw a completely clueless lieutenant on camera, and this time, just a heads up, we're dealing with yet another crazy one, also a government worker who clearly has no idea about citizens' recording rights. A man shows up with a camera, simply exercising his right to film and request public records under the law, but instead of getting help, he's blocked by a security guard who tries to stop him from filming, and the manager just stands there like nothing's wrong. Let's take a look at this absurd situation and see what excuse they use this time to violate our rights.
Hello, sir.
Hey, buddy.
Are you recording your live?
Yes, I am monitoring government to ensure it is being conducted in a public interest.
Well, you can record it as well. Excuse me, sir.
I'll tell you one time, I have no interest in talking to you. I already
That's
conveyed
fine,
my
sir, but we all are part of safe service.
You have two options. You could escalate things or you could sit here and wait.
We're not here for it.
Have a nice day, sir.
I understand you, sir. You're not allowed to record. Wherever you like, but I will notify you. I will be standing in front of your camera.
Excuse me, ma'am. Did you relay what my request was to the young lady?
I believe she did, sir. Give her a second or so. Welcome in, young lady. You can step over here. All righty. You can just step up right behind that young lady.
All I need to do is drop this off.
Oh, perfect. And our drop box is located right there for you.
Oh, I came in the wrong.
It's okay. I saw you. I saw you. You're okay, though.
That's it, huh?
Yes, ma'am. Just
That's
with
all,
that.
that's all we're done.
Perfect. And you enjoy your day, okay?
Thank you, you too.
Thank you.
Your hour.
That's right.
What's your first name, buddy?
Sorry, sir.
But what would be the purpose in standing in front of me like that?
Company being recorded, so just for their protection. I'm okay with being recorded. Some people don't. So, you okay? You okay? Just to inform you that. And also, we do have a policy thing up there, a little sheet.
That is irrelevant, though. That does not supersede the United States Constitution nor the freedom of
That's right.
information
That's
act.
true. That's true. But what about policy wise?
Well,
even though it's not a state law, it's a rule. That's like going to someone's house and you break their rules. That's their rule, but it's not a law.
No, sir. And there's a wrong. Yeah. Right now, I'm standing in the right.
What makes you feel like you're right or wrong? You're by the asking.
In due time.
Hi, you can just step up as well.
In due. Yeah, I need a copy of a block diagram giving functional subdivisions.
Oh man, hang on.
Because this phone is recorded.
Come again? What
Yes,
kind of
ma'am.
request?
Could you just tell him to...
I'm sorry, sir.
Black guy.
Due to the fact personal information being exchanged, I cannot do that.
Is there a black? I'm sorry. I don't. See, well, you said down.
I'm talking to somebody here.
That's fine. You're doing to your recording. I can't allow that. That's all. But you can continue talking to him.
No, in a second. No. Huh?
Okay, sir.
This way. Come on in. This way. We'll assist you.
But I will say, sir, again, you can't do that.
Sir, what's happening? How can I help you? What is it?
Can you guide me to where I can find the purpose of this department somewhere on the wall? Is that somewhere on the
purpose of the
looking for is a brief description of this public body, which will include but not limited to a short summary of its
Sir, we're
purpose.
the Department of Human Services. Is it something a different form? Have you seen these right here?
I tried to inform him of those.
Sir, we don't allow recording in here.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We don't allow recording. We don't have the expectation of privacy, but our customers do.
Okay,
Okay?
sir, I am
If you don't stop recording, I have to call. It's okay. I'll
government
just call.
to ensure it is
It's
being
okay.
conducted in the public
Not a
interest.
problem. Yeah.
I need a copy of a block diagram giving functional subdivisions.
You just need a copy of what was that again? A block? What is it called?
Sir, it's a block diagram giving functional subdivisions.
Okay. Sir, you're recording public. The
Sir,
people.
the minute you put hands on me,
I'm not.
okay.
I'm just blocking the cameras
I'm
off.
telling you to walk back because you're acting irrational.
Yeah, the administrator's right here. We
An aggressive that I'm doing. That's all. You're not recording anymore.
Okay.
Hi, sir. What do you want?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you? What do you want? That's okay, my friend. That's okay, my friend.
That's okay?
It's okay. So I am going to ask you to stop recording. So what is it that you want?
It's being conducted in a public interest.
So what is it that you want?
Sure, yeah. There's a few things I'm here coming for. What's your first name?
So are you wanting a FOIA request?
No, ma'am.
What that you want?
Sure. Okay. I'm looking if you could guide me to where a brief description of this public body, which will include but not limited to a short summary of its purpose.
You can fill it out for the FOIA request. Is that your paper right there?
No, ma'am. This does not require a FOIA request. These are
I'm not
records.
sure what you're wanting.
Sure, that was my first thing that I'd like to inspect. The second thing I'd like to inspect, ma'am, is a block diagram giving functional subdivisions.
What
Correct.
is a black diagram?
Well, that's the language found in the statute. I know what that means, but I'd like to...
I'm going to have you do. I'm going to have you fill out a FOIA request. It's just a blank piece of paper, and you can write down your questions and send that off. Or you as your FOIA request. What do you want to do?
Well, what was your first name again?
Angelique.
Angelique, okay.
What do you want to do? Do you want to...
Here's what I'm here for, ma'am. I'm here to instruct you, have you compliant with Section 4 of the Freedom of Information
So
Act.
I'm gonna ask
As it is,
you-
it's my duty to monitor government.
That's fine.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
Send those off?
Well, this code is saying that you have to make these records available to me immediately.
I'm not going to make the records available. So, do you want to give us those questions and we can send them off, or do you want to
Sure.
write them down?
If you'd like to write it down, I have the code.
I'm not going to write them down.
What was your first, sir? Your first name?
My name is Jose.
Jose. And what was your title, ma'am?
I'm a public service administrator.
Public
so you
service.
can write down everything there, okay?
Good day. In the front row, please move down. We got more people coming. Thank you.
Fill this out.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Oops, sorry about that.
I need one more page.
The little
Just
paper?
like regular one.
Yes, sir. Is there any way that you can have your camera facing this way?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Can I be able to have a blank sheet of paper?
Oh, the ladies out there. Listen, this is the deal here, ma'am. I'd like to complain. I do love to complain.
Okay.
Employees.
So if you fill out that FOIA request,
Yeah.
I can send those off for
But
you,
here's the
okay?
deal, ma'am.
Uh-huh.
There's a right and there's a wrong.
Uh-huh.
This way.
You don't want to give time to hear me convey what the right
I can't
is.
answer your questions, so you have to do a FOIA request.
Ma'am?
So if you can fill that out, and I'll forward this on for you, okay?
I am going to fill that out.
Okay, cool.
Records in person, which means I'm coming back to inspect them in person.
Whatever
Sure.
they tell you how to do it.
And who would you like me to hand the FOIA to? Within 30 days, you're going to be...
So, sir, I don't handle the FOIA request.
Right.
All I do is send it on, and that's what's
But you're the
gonna happen.
superior here.
FOIA request. So if you give it to me, then I'll send it on, and they'll reply back to you.
Here's what's going to happen.
Okay.
You're going to be required to prominently display these records.
Okay, I'm sure I will.
You
Go
may
ahead,
think
fill
you
that
may.
out, okay?
Sure.
Thank you.
Alrighty. We'll fill that out on that.
So how do you feel after watching the whole thing? Personally, from the security guard, to the manager, to the female administrator, they were all awful. Not only were they completely ignorant of citizens' rights, they were downright rude to the public. Once again, we see a government office actively blocking the right to record and denying people's basic freedoms. This isn't a misunderstanding. It's a serious issue with how they treat the public. If we don't stand up, if no one pushes back, this kind of behavior will keep happening. And next time, the one getting mistreated could be you. Did you know that even standing on a public sidewalk, your right to film can still be challenged? In a Southern California beach town, a group of people were peacefully exercising their right to record when restaurant staff suddenly stepped in, tried to block them, and demanded they leave. This isn't just a minor argument, it's a powerful example of how important it is to defend your civil rights in today's world. Let's see how they handled this challenge and why knowing your rights is more crucial than ever.
Are we filming for something?
What's that?
What are we filming for?
Oh, well, that's what cameras are made to do. Capacity that they're made for.
Gotcha. But
Yeah.
is that specifically, we can't really film inside. You gotta have to have our consent.
I'm not inside, am I?
Yeah. Restaurant,
Yeah.
You still can't film like that. Is there a reason why
Says
we're
who?
filming? Are we
Well, says who?
filming?
Film towards inside the restaurant?
Yeah. Well, are you filming for something?
Of course.
Question.
Of course I am.
What
Huh?
What is it for?
I don't care to discuss
Are
what
you
I'm doing.
scouting for something?
We can get into details.
You what?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no details.
Yeah. Sorry. Wish I could help, but I can't. Sorry about that. Oh, then maybe you should close your blinds, create your privacy if you want.
We got a camera out there.
Or maybe not walk right up to it.
We're getting film over there.
Yeah, there's a camera there.
What camera?
Well, this is for my security, so.
I don't think so.
Well, I don't think that's for your security, is it?
I got mine.
There we go. So they're closing the glass.
Uh-oh.
Still see through it though?
Uh-oh.
Oh well.
Why? Oh my.
It's not like you could still see through them.
What's up for light?
There we go. Blocks out the sound, I guess. Cam back.
So, first.
Nice. Hi. Peace.
Thank you guys.
Very good. Getting the cam back through the glass there.
You guys have to go.
Huh?
You have to go.
Why? What's wrong?
Come on, guys. We need them to leave. We need this group to leave.
We're just doing some documenting, friend.
Yeah. Well, when you're done documenting, all right? You got to go. This is private. You can't be filming into this restaurant right now.
We're doing some work right now.
Okay. Well, we're telling you to leave.
Guys, so we can film, and then the police is going to walk away.
Okay.
All right. Well, we've got to wait to talk to the police now.
Wait a second.
Please, Tony, get up here. Yeah.
Playing the waiting game for the police to show up now.
Stay out here.
You can stand right in front of them.
Yeah, Tista, come on. Hey, Mike. Well, that's what we're doing right now. They don't want to leave the police on their way. Very disruptive.
We're just standing here taking pictures and video.
So yeah, they're still
Not
trying to film
disruptive.
over. I don't want to police be here for.
Disruptive is.
So these folks in the restaurant decided to call the police. What a waste of resources. I understand they can call if someone's actually disrupting their business, but recording or taking photos in public, that's not a crime. It's a right protected by the Constitution. So calling the police just because someone's exercising their rights? That's ridiculous. Anyway, the cops showed up, but before we get to how they handled things, let's look at just how ridiculous the restaurant staff acted trying to block the cameras.
Hi.
It's cooking.
Time for an education and some enlightenment here. Create their privacy.
No, both. Don't lie.
Here, get in front of him. Get in front front again. Stand in front again. All right. Stand in front again. Guys, again. Please.
There we go. Police alerts. There we go. Got some.
No block. Keep paying attention. You're good. All right, Mike has to do our job.
There we go. Maybe when the officer comes back out, we'll have him explain to you guys about the Bain Act. Carry that it's a $25,000 fine if convicted.
We're making your day very easy today. You're not working.
What do you need? What do you need?
Yeah, what do you need?
Thank you.
Hi. Can you explain to them real quick about the Bain Act? They're trying to block our view. I'd appreciate it.
Guys, how you doing?
First of all, could you identify the name and badge number?
Film public road, right?
That's what I was trying to explain to these guys, but they keep trying to block our view.
Guys, listen.
Okay, appreciate it. Yeah.
No, you don't have to call them in, bro.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you're recording, correct? Yeah.
So obviously you guys can film.
Yeah, we already knew that.
Don't have a problem with that.
No, you shouldn't have.
Okay.
Yeah.
But being like patrons and
No, I mean, if you want to check their cameras, we've been standing out here the whole time. So if they're lying,
I saw you. Okay.
I'm standing on a public sidewalk.
You are. But when patrons are coming in, right?
In front of me or behind me.
But okay. So if you can just
away from a public sidewalk?
No, not that. Just,
I mean, I'm clearly standing on a public sidewalk, so I mean, I have a right to be here just like anybody else.
I get it.
I have a right to document. For me to move off a public sidewalk isn't really professional.
But do not block patrons. Okay.
Like I said, I'm standing on a sidewalk. If someone wants to go around me,
but can I ask why you guys are filming?
you can ask. Yeah, of course, you can ask to that. Yeah. So we have two officers on scene here. Would you care to identify, sir? Would you care to identify with name and badge number?
On the sidewalk.
Officer Rooms, serial number.
All right, guys.
Keeping it peaceful?
You got it.
Yeah. We're just here to peacefully document and do our thing.
I'll let them know.
But the construction workers who seem to have taken off already had the issue.
Yeah.
So just here now. Nice.
You guys.
Nice. Freedom of press. God bless America. First Amendment. Living in a free country. The more that people understand that, the better. The more that we understand our rights. Looks like they called half the police force out here for people documenting.
For that bridge.
But
Yeah.
he says he recommends this one.
Oh, okay.
But now they won't like me. They'll be like, get out of here.
This is the guy.
Okay. Don't leave.
Best option, ma'am, is just go inside and ignore us. You don't have a right to tell us to stop.
Across the street, and I walked over here to
There's plenty of room to go around me. Yeah, the construction workers were actually blocking our view. And that's a violation of the Bain Act. Look it up, folks.
Fire code violation, I think.
So they're getting having a lengthy discussion in here. Hi, hang loose, love it. Yeah, love it. Love it. We need more positive energy like that in the world. Awesome. So they're going inside now.
Excellent, thank you.
To discuss further. Horsemen arrived. Our friends that were blocking our view with the drywall took off like a bunch of cowards. Stay and get an education, enlightenment today by these fine officers. A friend of mine that would most likely tell you you're very handsome. Yeah, I just wanted to let you know that since he's not here today. So they've been inside for quite a while. Before they went inside, I heard her ask as far as asking us to leave. On his partners, maybe, see what's going on. Alrighty, all's good, fellas?
Yeah, right, guys.
Very good, very good. About the legalities, or did you just no appeasing feelings today? Alright, very good, very good. Thank you guys for your service, we appreciate it.
Walk of shame. That was definitely a walk of shame for the police when they realized they couldn't enforce their feelings today. No crime was committed, just a citizen exercising their rights, and a group of people trying to shut that down by calling the cops. But today, the law won, and feelings had no choice but to back off. One more thing that shows the cops tried to violate citizens' rights. They accused them of blocking the sidewalk, even though it was the plaster protest crew actually doing that. After this situation, the lesson is clear: save your footage, and when necessary, demand accountability, because rights that aren't defended will eventually be taken away. Alright, de Taurus. That's all the time we've got for today's video, so sadly, it's time to say goodbye. A camera isn't a weapon, it's a tool of civil power. It doesn't hurt anyone, but it sure makes those who abuse power nervous. Remember, the right to record in public is not something you ask for, it's a constitutional right, and only citizens who know the law can truly protect it. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, freedom only survives when someone is brave enough to stand up for it. Oh,